Hilton, Scott Talks at the Truist Bank. We're banking on the bike. Today I just got a couple of ones changed out. I was running out of ones. I like to use cash when I go to restaurants. I had some 5s and some 10s and 20s and things like that, but I didn't have a lot of ones left, so got a couple of ones on the bike. New to Ocala, Florida here, so I stopped at My High Doctor and bounced in, and they wanted to see ID, and I was like, I had my Toss wallet, didn't have the Medicard, whatever it's called, Medicaid card. Didn't have anything like that with me, so I was like, well, she said you could phone it in, and I was thinking, I can phone it in right now. That's okay. I'll do that while I'm in the car. But banking with your bike is easy. You don't have to have all your cards with you. You can have a digital card preloaded on your phone. You just add it to an iPhone. You just push the add card button under your wallet. And once it's added on your wallet, you can go in your watch, your Apple Watch, and see where you bank. You double push the side and it pops up the Apple credit card to pay. But you can swipe those. You can have your Starbucks card there, your Chick-fil-A card there, whatever card, Dunkin' Donut card. And it won't show the actual amount. It'll show an amount that you kind of copied from what you had. So don't trust the amount that it says in the corner. But you can have your banking cards and what you have loaded. You may want to take a Discover card with you. You may want to take your 24 card from your Truist. And what you do is you load it on your phone first so that it's available and you can swipe up and down the phone and see your card for your Apple Wallet, and then your other cards are there. And then you go into your settings in your phone for your Apple Watch. It has its own little icon, and you go in there and about adding apps to it, and you add that app, that Wells Fargo card, to the watch and let it download. And usually if it does updates on the watch, you have to have it on the charger. Now I don't know about the card being magically showing up, or you have to pop it on a charger to get it to download. But once you get it in there, it usually works. I did have a time when I went to the 24 machine, double tap, swiped up the different cards till I got to the Truist card and tapped it down there on the little thing so that it'd give me some money. And then something went south and didn't work, so I had to pull the phone out, and like a dinosaur in the old days, I had to use my phone app, my phone little credit card thing, and double tap that down on the thing, and it worked. So that's what happened. But if you want to pay with your watch, that's how you do it. You just give it a little double tap right there at the little reader where it has the little green dots that go across. Get it real close, tap it on there. And if it doesn't work, pull the phone out, tap it. And if that doesn't work, have a Toss wallet with you, maybe with one card with you. In case it gets lost, you can call. You already have the number written down on your phone and at home. And you can say, hey, my Discover card just got lost. Cancel it. You know, you got one card and you're hoping they take a Discover, right? So that's how you bike. And you bike and you can use the bank. You can go in. You got ID kind of on your phone. If you want to take a picture of your driver's license, you can add that to a little section in your photos that just says cards or something, and have different cards that you've taken photos front and back of, just so you can have it as a reference. I mean, it's not official and they don't have to take it, but you could have it, and they can look at your account up. And if they want to see your credit card, you know, on your phone, you can show it to them. You got it in your thing, and there's a way to make it pop up where you can show them your name and your 24 card. You shouldn't use a 24 card at a store. Ever. I know it's good budget practice because you know exactly how much you got and you can spend. But if something happens, something goes south and someone gets your number, that's why Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay are so successful, is they digitize a different number than your number and give them that number. That's it. And that's the only time that number can be used. And once that's done, it'll make a new number when you go to the next store. So it's safe that way, that they can't copy your number and go into your file and get your number and recharge something else. But with their 24 card, the banks are more, oh, you screwed up. What do you mean I screwed up? Somebody took my number. They're very hesitant to help you, if I should say. while your Visa and MasterCard people are they advertise the fact they charge you so much that they're going to help you more. And you can cancel a charge that's unjust and say, hey, that's not me. And it goes more smoothly. It's tough if it's stolen and then you get it canceled, because what they do is they like to charge small things to credit cards. And every time you go to a restaurant, now they got those little things at the table where you can just charge right away. And I've done that with QR codes at the table. I've done it with a little box machine that has the games on it for the kids. Also, it's a way to pay for it. And you give your tip based not on the tax value, but on before tax. Okay, you guys do that. But I pay cash, so I don't have anything to lose. I got some cash to lose, but I don't have the headache of the credit card getting lost. So my wife gives me a hard time about having the cash, but I've never had a credit card stolen that way. Because waiters and waitresses that walk away, anyone that walks away, I was at the doctor's office and they walked away with my credit card. And I was like, crud. But waiters and waitresses that walk away, they have 3 wonderful ways to get your number. One, they've got the card in your hand. Then they pretend they're on the phone. They take pictures of the front and back. Number 2, they have a scanner in their pocket. Just walk by, give it a quick scan, it records the information. They can put it on the laptop later and bring up your card number and flip it over and take a look at the number on the back. Get your number off the back, they got that, boom, they're ready to go to Amazon and shop. And the most bold way is you get an old card that someone left by, people get forgetful, they say, I think I paid, okay, let's go. And they leave their card. And then they have to cancel the card, tell the restaurant, well, I canceled that card. And you're like, okay, cancel the card. And they leave the card. So you're a truist, and you've left your debit card or your Visa debit card or whatever, and it has a very distinct look. It doesn't have a picture of your kids on it. It's just a regular plain card, and you left it. So they have that at the restaurant, and they save. Some of those waitresses save stuff like that, and then they wait. And here you are, the customer, bouncing in with your truist card that looks exactly like that other card, right? You hand them your card, they go disappear. They come back, hand you the duplicate card. What do you do with it? You put it in your wallet, right? You don't look. You put it in your purse, you put it in your wallet, and you don't think about it. They go home and fire a little $10 charge here, or go somewhere and test drive it for a couple dollars, and then they do more, and they do more, and they do more. Or they have one big purchase they're going to purchase, baby. They're going to purchase. They got your card, and they're going to purchase it. And if you catch it, they'll just lie and say, "Oh, we were busy, and everybody had their cards laid there, and we were talking, and I'm sorry, I mixed yours up with someone else's. I am so sorry. I'll go fix it." And they'll disappear, and then magically come back with your card. Yeah, come on. So I like paying cash at restaurants if I can. I know it's happened where I was able to Apple Pay with the QR code or the machine, or I just didn't have the cash with me. One of those surprise, your wife goes, "I want to eat at Olive Garden." You're like, really? That's going to cost some money. And you look in your wallet, you don't have enough cash for Olive Garden. So you're going to be pulling out the credit card or paying somehow. But you do what you got to do, right? But like and subscribe if you learned anything and you appreciate any of this knowledge. And you can load a debit card up on your little watch and get some cash out that way if you have to. Don't lie on it 100%, but it's quick. You just push the button. You should have it pre-programmed to the machine how much your limit is or how much you want automatically. You can go into personal and be sure to save it. If you don't save it, it won't be there next time. But or it might come like I messed up and kept pulling it out of savings. She's like, "Why are you pulling it out of savings?" I was like, I just pushed the button. And they said in the bank that, it does what it did last. And if you got something out of savings or transfer some savings, it's going to pull it out of savings until it understands you're doing checking a couple times. And I was like, really? You can't just change that in the computer? No. That was a while back at Wells Fargo, so that's probably still a problem. Keep an eye on it when you're pushing the little button. See if it says checking and savings, and establish a limit. I want $100 every time. I want 200. I want 150. I want 50 every time I push that button. And most of the time it'll be right unless it thinks you're doing something else and it starts thinking. So like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.